pussy, I look like they not take time and drive. This OCKRA box are done, man. Rascal. Yeah, rascal, how much parts out of ROSEHALL so I'm taking the time and drive? Buckler. Watch ya, how the blood clot are going on. A whole heap of vehicle them here, I don't know if nobody dead, you know. Rascal, all vaccine it too. Rascal, people get pinned down, man. People get pinned down in a blood clot vehicle. I don't know if that girl is still alive, you know. Or jump up, I don't know. Yeah. I don't know if she's dead or she's still alive. But the driver dead to that vehicle. But them I want to pour back. I know star. Rasta to backyard. Look up the road. Still them on the scene out. Said you know? Yeah. ROSEHALL. In between Conference Center and Jules. Poor box on the step wagon. Couple people gone to hospital already.
Welcome to True Jamaica Buzz, news and entertainment with a buzz. The edited version of the videos that you just saw is of an accident that took place in ROSEHALL, close to Jewels and the Conference Center. Based on what I saw, cannot show because of YouTube's policy, it seems as if at least 2 persons lost their lives. Of course, speeding was a major contributor. Of course, people not obeying the speed road code was the main contributor. So again, a next set of persons are going to be buried. A next set of family members are going to be crying. However, the cycle of madness continues. Like I said, if your ears hard, you are going to feel. These people that make a living off the DEAD, they are going to be smiling all the way to the bank because of the mentality and culture in a Jamaica. Point blank and period. So the next thing that is popping in the news, based off the video that you just saw at the start of this section, and the picture that is presently on your screen, is of a 15-year-old girl, Price Johnson. She once attended the Haile Selassie High School. She lives off Spanish Town Road at a place that is called Palm Grove Court Apartment Complex. About 2:30 yesterday, she was home alone. Apparently, she was sleeping when her apartment was invaded by a man that is said to be of unsound mind. That man pretty much put some hammer, some lick to her, tear off the whole of her clothes, jump over our fence the worstest way. Don't know the order if him jump the fence first and then clot her up in our face, in our neck. There's a video that I have, cannot show obviously because of her age, because of YouTube's policy, but it was very, very graphic. Had she lived, we would have to call her Grace because it would have been amazing. So the video that you saw at the start is of the police taking her to the Jeep, taking her to the hospital. She lost her will to survive her life during some sorts of life-saving surgery. It was not successful. Exercise in futility. Now, people, just imagine how the neighbors in that complex feel when they see that a child is violated like this. The question I have to ask is this: these places that are volatile communities, it seems as if just about anybody can run through, screech through the border. I guess if you're a madman or of unsound mind, which I don't think that this man is, maybe he is just homeless, out of luck or down on his luck. But the fact that he had the sense of mind to break into this people's house, take it from this little girl, and then take her life, it tells me that he is a recipient of the Tarzan and Jane justice. Now, whenever something like this happens, we know that the mother, the parent, the family, they are going to be distraught. So the mother of that 15-year-old girl, her name is Eugene Ward, she had a few choice words. This is exactly what she had to say as it pertains to the DEATH of her 15-year-old daughter. Take a listen, take a look, and then I'll give my piece.
I just surprised asleep, because if him did do something that the door price, only let him in. Because if me asleep, you come to come call the price. Oh, mommy not there here. And I see me say, price, oh, you tell the man, say me not there. Mommy asleep, man, you sleep, man, because you're old, man, if you sleep, man. You say, but price, you're going to make him come on and see, but make him go on, man. She's that person. So when you man come kill my pitney, just come kill my little girl for nothing at all. Nothing him going to ever kill her for.
Now, people, obviously, we know that the parent, the mother specifically, is going to be traumatized from this whole episode. We know that the people in the neighborhood, they are going to be ticked off. We know the culture, we know the mindset, we know the dunceness of Jamaicans, and this is just based on actions in the past. We can anticipate that anybody that might be homeless, look like them have unsound mind, or even fits the description of the person that did this to this little girl, is going to get BEATEN if they are lucky. They're going to be sent to the afterlife because we've seen this all before. They are going to hold court. They are going to be the judge, the jury, and specifically the executioner. However, some innocent people, mostly homeless or madmen, are going to lose their life unjustly. So we call the relevant authority. Make sure you take off these people off of the road and put them in the appropriate environment, as in Bellevue. Definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. Point blank and period. So the next thing that is popping in the news, the police JCF special operation, they're on a wipeout campaign. So whether you're Tesha Miller link, whether you're Black Man link, whether you're Thick Man link, whether you're any sort of link in the chain of criminality, they are going to make sure that you go down to the afterlife. The two latest victims, a man known as BIGGA and his brother Stringy, it is said that they are affiliated to the Tesha Miller section of whichever gang they want to be associated with. Based on the information, it is said that the police trace them down, track them down, run them down, pretty much put them on them knees, hands in the air like they just don't care. Of course, you know, people were begging for their lives. But like I've told you before, the rules of engagement have changed drastically for the worse. Better for the people of Jamaica. No longer are these individuals going to be given a chance to go to the court, waste taxpayers' money, put us through the tedious task of getting a conviction, especially when these judge sympathy like to let them out in and out of jail like a revolving door. The police have come to the realization that the only way, reasonable thing to resolve this is through the revolver, meaning a couple of corn in your body that is detrimental to your health. Such is the case of this man, BIGGA, and his brother Stringy. Rest in peace. Happy riddance, sorry. So anyways, people, for all of you aspiring criminal elements that are out there that did not get the memo, did not read notice board, things and times have changed drastically for the worse. Get yourself a legal, law-abiding, tax-paying citizen job because, like them say, crime don't pay. It probably does, but just for a short while. Why gain the world and lose your soul, lose your life? Because that is the only way out. The big yard, or preferably the graveyard. Such is the case for these two individuals. Two more just bite the dust. Point blank and period. So the next thing that is popping in the news is an update about a story that I spoke about a 3-year-old that lost his life at the RIU Hotel that is in Falmouth, the newly built one. Based on the information, it is said that at about 1:30, the mother took the child down to the pool section. She realized that the child was missing. His name is Shea Anderson. She realized that he was missing. Searching for him, realized that they saw him in at the bottom of the pool. He was DEAD. Them tried to resuscitate him, but too late was the call. Body was taken to the hospital. Of course, like I said, he was pretty much gone on the spot. Now, people, since then, we see that the hotel, RIU Hotel, came out and they made a statement that they are very apologetic for what happened. It is a sad, tragic incident, and they are doing everything to cooperate with the investigators and also comfort the family. Don't know what type of comfort they can comfort the family. Well, since then, the mother, her name is Steph, she came out and she made a statement in an interview that she did, I think, with TVJ. The father did not really say much. The father is an actual famous person, Canadian actor. His name is Shamir Anderson. Child's name, Shea Anderson. Same last name. The mother said that, yes, she did took the child. They were sitting close to the kiddies pool, a little picnic pool. She realized that the child was missing. The child is very energetic. The child was having so much fun. So that child ran off, jumping at the pool, and the rest is about history. Bad enough, she lost a child. Is a reaction or lack there of action, inaction of the staff. The missing non-visibility of lifeguard. A lot of persons were wondering, then hold on a minute. You take your picnic, down a pool. The picnic don't have on any sorts of life vest, one of those floaters, no, nothing. Well, that kind of explains it. It does not justify it. Because here's the thing. Like I said before, as a parent, you are responsible. You are supposed to have that mother hen syndrome. I'll speak about that later on in this review. The family and mother and parents said they are very disappointed the fact that they did not see any lifeguard. No lifeguard seems to be present. Lifeguards gone in a la land. Either they're on social media, WhatsApp, or watch some despicable stuff. Either look PUMS. Don't know how they are missing. I am going to speak about that later on in the news. However, no lifeguard, nobody to help. Everybody seems frustrated. Everybody seems lost, as if them head get chopped off of them body. Dazed, lost, and confused. What is even worse is the insensitivity. It was somebody that was actually there that happened to be a pediatric nurse that was on vacation that rendered any sorts of attention. So the people at the hotel lost, the staff, the lifeguard missing, and then what was worse, it seems, based on what the mother and the family said, it seems as if it took forever and a day for the ambulance to arrive. Well, people, you know, when anything is frantic, it is going to seem as if the time is just dragging by. She said the mother, whose name is Steph, like I told you before, said that the ambulance came about 2 something, maybe 2:15, 2:30. So we are talking about between 30 minutes, 45 minutes to an hour, which in Jamaican, that is great. However, whenever your child is needing life-saving attention, that is going to be forever and a day. So them come about an hour after, 45, 30 minutes, give or take. People in America or people in Canada, whenever you call an ambulance, it takes them maximum 5 minutes, 10 minutes on a bad day, depending on the traffic. What was even worse, when they went to the hospital, the treatment that they got, these people that are supposed to know how to deal with patients don't have any sorts of patience, don't have any sorts of sympathy, no sorts of compassion. They are very disrespectful. Them act as if the little picnic just come in. Them not try. They are not saying the right thing. They are saying all the wrong thing, making the family feel very disrespected. When the family asking questions because of the confusion that they are in, they were being disrespected by these employees, nurses, and doctors at the hospital. So people, I want you to take a look to exactly what the mother, Steph, and other family members had to say in an interview that they did with TVJ. The audio is a bit shaky, so just understand. Take a look, and then I'll give my piece.
I think she's just an adventurous baby, and she just was having so much fun, and she walked over to it. And I think any of us can understand that. But I yelled at them, and I'm not convinced that they knew what to do. It seemed as though they had no training, because there was a pediatric nurse who was a guest at the hotel who happened to be there, and she was walking everybody through everything. And if she hadn't been there, then I don't know who would have been doing that.
About how long did it take?
Oh my gosh, I don't even know time frame. I feel like it happened between 1 and 1:30, this incident, but they didn't go to the hospital until maybe after 2. If I'm correct, everything's kind of a blur to me, but I just felt like it took so long. And the workers there, like I said, weren't the ones helping my niece. It was people that were on the resort in the pool with us.
All right, as much as you...
Like, everyone was getting so frustrated. Even at the hospital, I wasn't at the hospital because I had to take care of my nephew and my daughters. But apparently at the hospital, too, they treated them like they weren't even human. They had no compassion. They weren't trying to do any and everything. They just basically said that, you know what, she's gone, so there's really not much we can do. They didn't even try everything. And the way they treated my husband, my sister, and my brother was so disrespectful. They even made them pay for water during this hard time. They had no remorse.
So people, hopefully the audio was clear enough so you could hear exactly what they had to say. Pretty much I said it all, but just in case, just for you to hear directly from the horse's mouths. When it comes to Jamaica and Jamaican business, as a parent, you take your picnic, go to the pool. You are responsible. You are supposed to watch that child, especially a child at 3 going on to 4. That child is supposed to be at foot. If you are going to rely on the competence of these lifeguards or these employees at these hotels that are just there to make money, these youths are there, I look for the latest victim or the closest victim. They are like hunting, seeking an opportunity for sex or an opportunity to leave to go to America. They do not care about your children. If you seems as if you do not care about your children. Some just say it is your responsibility solely. So like I said, you cannot depend on these lifeguards. You cannot depend on these hotel workers because they are lost, they are dazed, they are in la la land. Therefore, that onus is on you to make sure you protect your child. And in this case, we saw that there was a lapse. And like I say, human beings, that is the way human beings are, but not. You're not supposed to make mistakes like this because mistakes like these can be fatal. Such is the case in this case. Point blank and period. So anyways, people, thanks once again for checking out my video. If you appreciate videos like these, please show your appreciation by liking, commenting, sharing and subscribing to my channel. That is how YouTube promotes videos like these to like-minded, sensible persons like yourself. Bless up.